The views, information, and opinions expressed during the following program are solely those of the individuals involved and do not necessarily represent the views of Access Communications, its representatives, or its employees.
Hi, welcome to Birdies and Bogeys. I'm your host, Leo MacDonald. We're here in Elbow, Saskatchewan at the Harbour Golf Resort Golf Course, a fantastic place. I'm here with Rhett Buckich, the local golf pro, and Ross Mahoney of the Washington Capitals, assistant GM. Looking very forward to this episode. We have a beautiful day and outstanding scenery. And let's start with Rhett. Tell us about yourself.
Thanks, Leo. Glad to have you guys out here. It's going to be a beautiful day. I've been in Elbow for, this is our 6th summer here, and moved from Regina originally, and it's a great spot. You know, the golf course is in great shape this year, and this community is just so vibrant and growing every year, and we just love having everybody out here. So it's great. I've been kind of all over Western Canada, and I've been able to see some really spectacular golf courses, but this, as far as the setting, matches any of them, and I have to show you guys that today.
Yeah, I've never been here before, as I mentioned. I'm really looking forward to it. The course, everything looks outstanding. Clubhouse, the setting behind us is fantastic. Ross, I've known Ross for, I bet it's almost 35 years, 40 years. Yep. We first met and you're involved with the Pac Canadians. And now you've moved on to the Washington Capitals assistant GM. And let's go with that. Tell us more about what your job is as assistant GM, because I know you had some scouting responsibilities and development early on.
Yeah, no, it's my 25th year with the Capitals, so I've been very fortunate to be with one organization for 25 years. And as the assistant GM, I kind of do everything on the amateur side, responsible for running the entry draft and the player development and trades for younger kids that are drafted by other teams.
Oh, okay, so yeah, very hands-on. You know, I've seen you on TV at the draft, things like that. You know, to me, it looks like, you know, it's an exciting gig. You know, it'd be a lot of fun to do. There's pressure involved in anything, right, in terms of you have to produce. But we're talking the NHL, the National Hockey League. And again, 35 years ago, you know, I look back to where you were. You were teaching in Regina as well, in the elementary system, wasn't it?
Yeah, taught in the Regina Catholic system, elementary system, and taught for 17 years. And kind of got on part-time with Vancouver while I was teaching, and then took a leave of absence 27 years ago and did a couple of years with Buffalo Sabres, and then was fortunate to get the better job with Washington.
Yeah, I remember that too. And you know, the nice thing about this episode, we're going to be talking golf, obviously, Rhett. Yeah. We're going to be talking hockey, obviously, the Washington Capitals, but also baseball. I don't know if you're a baseball fan, but Ross Mahoney is also in the Baseball Hall of Fame. He's got quite a background as a young baseball player. Well, I want to talk about that as well. So I'm telling you, this is a sports day for me. I'm just going to sit back. You guys are going to roll and chat. It's going to be fun. We're going to hit some bombs out there, right?
Oh, sure.
Like, you
maybe
know,
not straight, but we'll hit some.
They'll be just going. It'll be just a great time. Man, I'm looking forward to this. Hey, this is going to be great.
This is great.
And you know the magic of TV, I'm not going to hit a bad shot the whole episode.
Can make us look good. I like that.
That's right. All right, so let's head out there. We'll jump in the carts and go. 15th hole, it's a par 3. Wow, what a setup behind us here. We've got a tree line of some kind behind us here. I see a little opening. I see the flag. It's about 105 yards to the middle of the green. And look at the backdrop. We got the Diefenbaker Lake. Yeah. It's just a beautiful day, and I'm really intrigued about this hole too. Yeah. So let's talk about the setup first. I'm thinking, am I just flying straight at it?
I don't know if you'd go right at this flag. It's on the far left-hand side. There's lots of green left or right of it. But you can't necessarily see it, as Leo mentioned. There's some trees in the way, but you can see the flag. You can see an area of where you're hitting to. So what the biggest thing that you have to take into account here is the wind. Normally we get a northwest wind coming off this, and it can blow pretty good. Today we're very fortunate that it's not. So it's going to play pretty much a stock shot for the most part. It's just if you came out here any other time and it is very windy, it could be 1 to 2 to 3 clubs more. I'm a casual golfer like you are, Ross, I think too, right? Like I heard a good quote on the US Open last week about golf being chess. It really is, isn't it? Like, you've got to know what you're doing, hit your spots, obviously, but yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to go right at the flag. That's not the move to make. You got to be strategic, everyone's going after that elusive hole-in-one, right?
Yeah,
so, I mean, you got to go at the flag if you want to make that. But to play safe on this one, again, not a lot of wind up there. So if you want to hit it at the flag, I think I would like to see it and then see what happens.
Okay, I'll take that challenge, John.
Of course,
I'll just hit it and stick it. Yeah, okay. All right, I'm going to do that. I'll take that first shot.
Sure.
Now I'm going at the flag, theoretically.
Yeah.
We'll see where it ends up, but I'll try and go for that flag. I'm surrounded by some athletes, a professional golfer, professional NHL scout, and big-time Hall of Fame baseball player. But I'm going for that flag. I'm telling you right now. All right? I know we can't bet, but do I hit down on the ball or just hit it?
I would just your full swing.
It's full swing?
Yeah. Don't try and do anything fancy here. Just take your swing.
That's not like me. I'm Mr. Casual. I'm just, all right. Man, I can't even see the green. It's covered in tree line. This is so cool.
You went at that flag, that's for sure.
Yeah, it did blow across, didn't it?
Wow. Nicely done.
You might have got too much out of it.
Yeah, good line.
No, I hit behind the ball, I think.
Bit. Did you see that bounce, Ross?
A little too much behind the ball. Yeah.
Yeah, you had the perfect line, though. You know what? We should be announcing as we come up, hey, right?
Next on the 15th tee.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nicely done.
Wind's not moving it, though.
No, it didn't. Nice swing, surprisingly, right?
It's like my brother always says, a well-struck ball, even into the wind.
Yeah, it'll
can't be affected,
the way it
right?
should be, yeah.
Wasn't that well struck.
I know that golf ball, kind of a different looking golf ball. What kind of golf ball was that?
So I generally play a golf ball company called Vice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they do a lot of like custom stuff and really cool stuff. That color in particular is called the Ice Blue. And I was a little concerned when I first bought it because I thought ice blue and then the blue and green are so close, but you can actually see it pretty nicely. So I enjoy it.
I like the look of the ball.
Yeah.
Nice. I've got a gold one in my bag, actually.
Yeah, I love those gold ones. They're really cool.
Maybe I'll play that one on a safe hole.
So I'm a little boring. I just have a white colored golf ball.
Plain white ball, Ross. What are you doing?
Way ahead of me.
Oh, vanilla is that?
Wow.
I know.
Wow, I'm very vanilla.
All right, so let's see if we're putting here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Well, we'll get you guys putting first. Now, hey, the premise of the show, birdies and bogeys. We got some birdie attempts here.
Well,
man, that'd be glorious.
We do. This will be a challenge.
Oh,
that could quickly turn into bogeys if we're not careful.
That's a good point.
If we're not careful.
Awesome.
All right, Ross, you want to start the way?
Okay, sure. We'll see what we can do with this one.
Gee, that's about, was that 40 feet?
Yeah, I'd say close, 35, 40.
Oh, good putt. Great putt.
Oh, wow.
Hey, nice. That's
somebody moved the flag on me, I think.
Oh, what happened? It was the wind. It was the wind. Great putt. Nice par. Even if you don't sink this, you get style points for that golf
Would you like
ball.
it in or out?
Oh, it's fine by me.
Oh, it's good? Okay.
Thanks, Ross.
Oh, nice touch. Oh, great putt. All right, I'm going to play an 8-iron here. I've got a bit of green to work with, not much, but it's uphill. I like using an 8-iron Rhett and Ross because, you know, golfing twice a week, it's an easier feel as opposed to a pitch, is my theory. So let's see what happens. I'm going to try and putt it and roll into that hole. Now obviously the touch and feel is not there because I ran that one hard. Oh, not quite hard. That's a tough putt, but what a great hole.
Oh yeah,
All right,
stay up.
First bogey of the day, but you know, a nice start. What a great hole. We're going to move on to the next hole and carry on. Just, I'm having a blast already.
It's always nice when you can make par. Or bogey, I guess.
I was about to throw my club. Can I do that, you guys?
Bad etiquette.
Of course, I didn't just, well, oh well. Yeah, was a bad shit. Okay, gentlemen, we're at the third hole, par 4. What a beautiful, we're gonna get this shot later on, but we've got to fly some water or play to the right, Rhett. It's only about 360. Well, that's like a chip in the putt, peanuts here, right? But look at that. It's kind of daunting, the water to the left. And yeah, I can hardly, a bit of a wind behind us as well, you were mentioning, Rhett, so we can play it that way.
Yeah.
It's about 300 yards out to that tree line.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to try to do. But before we do that, I want to talk about this. You know, by the way, apropos, the little markers with the yachts, the sailboats, look sharp. Green fees here. What's it cost to golf here?
So we're, during the week, Monday to Thursday, it's $50. And then we charge another $20 for the cart, half seat on the cart. Weekends, rates go up a little bit, but that is our prime time to play out here. Lots of people coming down from the city and all over, actually, really, with the campgrounds that are situated in and around Elbow. And then, yeah, and then we obviously host tournaments. Today we've got a tournament. We're kind of playing in and around them today. Yeah. And again, that's really easy to get a part of. You just go to the website, harborgolfclub.com, and you can go to our tournaments. There's tournament packages there, wedding packages, all those sorts of events that we like to host out here when people are looking to do something for the summer.
Nope, he's stretching.
A little warm up.
He's stretching.
I'm
I think he's going
to
put it right here.
So I would have rather played that, try to get a little bit more, really get my legs and shoulders square to where I'm trying to hit it to, right? Yeah. Which would have been a little bit more left of the flag, because I know that the ball should generally move to the right. Yeah. Again, trying to work really as opposed to going up and down, as opposed to around to kind of, you know, be able to get that club instead of getting a little bit of that grass before, because it's obviously on the different angle, right?
Yeah. Tip of the day there.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I should have had that before I shot.
outstanding.
Is that a par?
That's a par, yeah.
That's a par.
Well, now you can one-up me and make your birdie putt.
Yeah, I have a chance to birdie here, so let's see what happens here. Okay, so for the glory, I need this after the last hole, all right?
Totally redeem yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I guess so.
woo-hoo. Birdies and bogeys, gentlemen. Yeah, thank you very much.
Wow.
Then hold it, because we have the cameras rolling. I always want to do this. Tip the hat to our big audience, the big crowd. Now we're talking golf here. I do want to just very quickly jump to some baseball. As I mentioned, Ross Mahoney here, Hall of Famer, Saskatchewan Baseball Hall of Fame for baseball. And this is in way back when, in the 70s, right?
Long time ago.
Yeah.
Very long.
And it had to be really difficult to be a ball player in Canada, in Saskatchewan in the 70s. And here you are, playing well enough that you had a scholarship.
Yeah, I was very fortunate.
Yeah.
I played with some really good players, and when I was 16 years old, I went and played senior ball in Swift Current with the Swift Current Indians, and some of the older players there had, helped me as far as trying to get noticed, and then played in the Canadian Midget Championships with the Melville Elks, and I was the very first Canadian Midget Championship in Barrhead, Alberta, and from there, I think people saw me play there and ended up with a scholarship to Iowa Western Community College down in Council Bluffs, Iowa. So I think I was the only person in the province at that time. And now there's lots of opportunities for kids, whether it's in baseball or golf now, to be in scholarships, which I think is great because Saskatchewan produces obviously a lot of good golfers, a lot of good ball players, and just good athletes in general.
No, I agree with that 100%. Saskatchewan is such a great sports province. I agree with 100%. The opportunities, there's so much more now. So that's why I give you credit, to get a scholarship opportunity in the 70s as a baseball player. So there are not many ball players at that time.
Thank you. But that's still 2 bogeys.
It's got a lot of birdies and bogeys, right?
This show is really showing up for us.
It is. All right, I can hardly wait for this next hole. This has just been terrific. I think Ross, that big, wonderful part of the last hole gives you the honor.
Okay.
Wow. Mr.
Wow.
Hall of Famer,
It's
Washington
exciting.
Capitals, Stanley Cup winner, 2018, right? We should talk a little bit about that as well.
2018, yes. Yeah.
Ovechkin and the boys, you guys were excited about that, I bet.
Yeah, it was something. I mean, as you can tell by my gray hair, I'm getting a little bit older, and I've been, involved in the NHL level for about 32 years now, and hadn't had the opportunity to win a cup.
Yeah.
And I think to retire and not have had that chance to experience what we did in 2018 would have left a little bit of a hole, I guess, in the career. But it's such a difficult thing. I know teams repeat, like Tampa won back-to-back cups, but when I look at all the good players that have played in the NHL and the coaches and managers and scouts that have never won a cup, it's really too bad in a way, because everybody works so hard in the business. I think it'd be nice if everybody had a chance to experience that. And it was something else.
Well, it's such
to be
a
on the
marathon,
ice
too.
and to lift that cup above your head.
Oh, I
and
bet, yeah.
share it with your family and friends after when you get your day with the cup, and the parade we had in Washington was, like they said, there was 1 million people there. It was unbelievable, really, just a tremendous experience. And I mean, that's why we're in it. I mean, we're all competitive people, and teams are all competitive, and your goal is to win a Stanley Cup. And when it actually happens, it's almost surreal, I guess.
Oh, I was right there with you. I was watching on TV, watching on the ice. You know, it was just fantastic to know somebody hoisting the Stanley Cup. It's, you know, it's all our dreams as kids, and you know, congratulations. I think it's just fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it too, I mean, I think it took us 43 years to win a cup. Yeah. And then St. Louis wins. It took them almost 50, so almost 100 years and only two winners. You think of all the people that went through those organizations.
Oh, true, yeah. Good point.
Yeah. So, but yeah, lots of fun.
Well, I bet. Oh, I can imagine.
It was fantastic.
I'd still be partying, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, we did a pretty good job of it.
Yeah, I bet.
And right is not good.
Four! Sorry.
Cut that out.
Sorry, I didn't want to do it right after, but I know that.
You hit that hard, too, again, man.
Oh, better yell 4 again.
Yeah, 4! 10! That was supposed to draw.
Well, you had the reverse draw going.
Well, I'm hoping not to follow your guys' lead, but
no, I
we'll
hope
see
you
what.
don't either. To be honest,
we'll see what happens here.
You know.
Man.
Oh
yeah,
nice.
Good shot. So we're standing here, we got some long putts. Before we get into this though, Brett, I want to ask you, PGA Pro process, how'd you get there?
Yeah, well, you know, I didn't really know exactly what I wanted to do coming out of high school. Traveled around a little bit, and I kind of found an area where my dad started to take over as the general manager of White Bear Lake Golf Course down in southeastern Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
So he went through PGM program, and I looked at that and looked at what his role was and what he was doing in the industry, and I thought, well, that was really interesting. Golf's always been a part of my life, so I thought that was a way to go. I eventually went to Lethbridge College and took the professional golf management course there. And then, you know, after a couple of years, it was about a year after that, 2005, I passed my playing ability test at Chinook in Swift Current, actually. So that place is kind of dear to me. I had my dad on the bag caddying for me in that experience.
Oh, that's nice. That's cool, yeah.
Which was really nice, and we still share that bond. We play a lot of golf together, my dad and I, and that's kind of where it started. And I've been in the industry for just over 15 years now.
All that more glorious when you sink it.
Absolutely. Nothing is impossible.
All that more glorious when you sink it, right? Yeah. Because, you know, we don't play for the social aspects. We play for the glory, right? Is that what we're doing?
We still got competitive people, don't we?
Yeah. Good putt.
Thank you.
Oh, that's a nice touch. Yeah, good putt.
Ooh. Wow.
They just sped up. The green speed just sped up.
That was just a brutal putt. Oh, you guys can putt.
No.
Well done.
Good weight.
Just stayed right out there, didn't it? Bad read.
Oh, a little rounder. Great par, Rhett.
Nice par.
Thank you.
Good drive.
Thanks, Ross. That was a pleasure. Thank you.
That was
very good.
Leo, thank you.
Guys, we're going to go out to the clubhouse. We're going to hit that pro shop. Thank you very much for this golf, guys. This is just, I can't say enough. I'm going to say more when we get to that deck. I can hardly wait to get to that deck.
All right, let's go.
Oh, yeah,
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Good
Here we
stuff.
go.
A little refreshment. I like it.
right, Rhett, Ross, here we are. We've had a few holes, beautiful choices, by the way. Just really enjoyed this golf course. It is a real treat. Certainly recommend anybody that's making their way out this way to stop it and golf. It's just beautiful. But now we're here on the patio. Look at this. We talked about the scenery before. Look at this behind us, Ross. Hey, I feel like I'm, not to degrade Saskatchewan, I feel like I'm in another country or something. It's just beautiful here. Like, who's expecting docks on the prairies here? But it's a great setting. Patio's wonderful. Big screen TV. You never go wrong with that, right?
Yeah.
Big screen TV. Watch some Capital game, perhaps, something like that, right? And just enjoy. Well, I talked about the setting, but you even have, the green lawn chairs there. You can just sit there, relax with a drink, and enjoy the view. And then down below, there's another, I don't know if you can see that in the camera shot, but there's a little deck. It's a good sized deck, a little bit down the hill. And that's for?
Well, we use it for a number of different things. We've held birthday parties there for kids, but what we're really focusing on is trying to make that a special spot for people to have anniversaries. We'll do we've got a Red Seal chef here, and he does a wonderful job, and he gets very creative with his menu. And it doesn't always appeal to everybody, but we can do special events like that where you can rent out that private spot, and it's a beautiful look, and it's very exclusive, and really quite a nice spot to just sit and enjoy the area.
That's a nice thing about golf. We talked about that earlier. So, you could be a 50 handicap, you could be a scratch, doesn't matter. We have such a nice setting here, so much you can do, so much to enjoy. Just come out, camp, etc., and play around with golf. I gotta give you kudos. I keep looking at you. Those 2 putts. Are you kidding me? And you had a nice day as well.
Even a blind squirrel finds a net every once in a while. You know that.
You guys came to play, but again, the setting is so good.
Well, both your guys' swings are wonderful. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting, but I mean, you hit some iron shots that were to the moon, and I really thought that was spectacular. Like, that's what you need to be playing golf. The only concern about it is here in Saskatchewan, it gets up into that wind, and then it's trouble. And Ross, yourself, draining all those putts, I'd take you as a partner on a scramble team any day, right?
Yeah, I'll be phoning you too.
Absolutely.
And here's a great thing. As we speak, we have some food showing up here, and check this out.
Ooh, that looks
What do we
awesome.
got here? What do we have here?
That's the
Harbor Double Burger?
Yeah, Harbor Double Burger.
Harbor Double Burger.
I think that's for one of those gentlemen, yeah. And then the double smoked.
The smoked beef and cheese.
That's right over there for Mr.
that.
Ross
Thank you very
Mahoney.
much.
Yeah.
I'll be right back with the rest.
Thanks,
Thank
Skylar.
you. Wow, that looks great. And you know what? I think, again, this is my personal opinion, but you can tell the quality of the meal by the shade of brown of the fries. Don't you think? Like, those fries look spectacular. Forget the rest, it's fries.
Being a hockey scout, you're an expert on the fries.
Fries, yeah.
Well, rink fries, absolutely. We all know.
I'm the worst. Yeah, I just pump the fries down, and I always get it from home. So we have the young lady bringing in the last 2 meals. I like this. She just boots the door open.
Absolutely.
That's just like, Wild West. Let's go.
We're ready to go.
Okay, you face the camera, young lady, and tell us your name.
My name's Skylar.
Skylar, that's a great name.
That's the chicken club for
Look
Leo,
at
and
this.
then that's my
Top salad.
beautiful.
Oh, that was really good. Why
Can I
not
grab
rid
you
of
guys anything else at all?
that? I think we're good, Skylar.
I think
Anybody
that
else
looks
want
really
anything
good.
else?
It's good, thank you.
Just
Some
wonderful.
cutlery. That'd be great. Thanks.
All right, well, you know what? I think we're going to pile into this food, just have a great time and wrap things up. I really want to thank you both. I thought, Ross, you're a wonderful guest.
Oh,
Thanks
my
very much.
pleasure. Thank you very much.
Oh, thanks for being out. And Rhett, pleasure meeting you.
You too, Leo.
Really enjoyed the time
good
with you
pleasure.
and being at the course, and I'll be back.
I look
Thank you
forward
very
to
much.
it. Thanks, Ross.
So that's
Yep,
Birdies and
thanks very
Bogeys.
much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, sorry guys, that's Birdies and Bogeys, and we'll see you next time.